welcome back to my channel. Here we're going to be working on the construction of the sectional view of this object. Okay, so we have the cutting plane AA. So we have it moving in this direction. So it goes like this. So it comes down like this and it goes here. So then the arrow is pointing in this direction. This is also pointing in this direction. What does that imply? So we have to remove this part and then we want to see what we have left on this surface. So that's what we are going to do. Alright, so on the object, so the cutting plane touched this part, which is the solid part. So this is a hole. So the cutting plane does not touch this surface. So we are going to leave this surface unhashed. While the solid part that we have here, we are going to hash it. Then this is also a solid part that the cutting plane touched. We are going to hash it. And then for the web, so this shape here, or this component on an object is called a web. And when the cutting plane goes like this on the web, we leave the surface of the web unhashed. Okay, so let's take note of that. So this is also a solid part that the cutting plane touched. We are going to hash it. But this surface here, the cutting plane does not touch it. We are going to leave it unhashed. Alright, so other things that we have to look at here are the dimensions. So the radius of this curve is 30 millimeters. And then the diameter of this circle is 30 millimeters, while the distance from this edge here to this point is 25 millimeters. It means that the length from here to this end here is 30 millimeters. So the height from here to here is 50 millimeters, while the distance from here to here is given as 20 millimeters, and distance from here to here is given as 50 millimeters. And from this point on the web to this point, the distance is 40 millimeters. So let's start and see how the construction of the section AA of this object can be made. So what we are going to do first is to draw a horizontal line. So we have horizontal line from this point, and then so at this point here I'm going to draw a vertical line. So just draw a vertical line here. So here we have the vertical line. Okay, so I'm going to take a measurement of 20 millimeters from here. And another thing that I need to talk about here is total length of the object. So what's total length of the object? We have it to be 50 plus 55. So 50 plus 55, that will give us 105. So I will take a measurement of 105 on this line, 105 on this line. So we have 50 here, so for that of 50, and that of 40, I will take it at once. So okay, so that is from here to here is 40. Then this is 100. I need to add 5 to it, so this is 5. So at this point I'm going to draw a vertical line. So I'm going to draw a vertical line here. So we have the vertical line drawn like this, and at this point I will also take a vertical line up at this point, so that I can get the end of the web. At this point I will also draw a vertical line like this. Alright, so for the one that we have as 20 millimeters here, so I'm going to draw a horizontal line to touch this line. So we have this now. Okay, now for the end here, so where we have the height of that end part to be 50 millimeters, I will draw horizontal line here. So so I've taken a measurement of 50, so I will draw horizontal line forward. Okay, so at this point I'm going to connect this together. I will connect this together like this. Okay, connect this together. So the elevation of the web, which is a triangle, so we just join this point together. So I'll make it a thick line at once, so making it a thick line at once like this. Okay, so we have this for the web. So then this line will be made a thick line, this line will be made a thick line, and then this will also be made a thick line. Okay, and this will be made a thick line. That is for the rectangle that I said that we are not going to hash. Okay, so let's leave this for now, so we'll come back to it later. Let's come and work on this back part, so where we have this particular shape. So here you are not going to have a curve, so you are going to have a straight line. So this is going to form a straight line. So that's what we have drawn here. Okay, now as we have that, the radius of this curve here is 30 millimeters, and we have diameter of this circle to be 30 millimeters. So thickness from here to here will be 15, because from here we have this to be 15, and from here to here is 15, so making 30. Okay, so we have to take that 15 millimeters. So we come to this end here and we take 15 millimeters forward. That's 15 millimeters. Then the center of the hole within that particular part, so we also take 15 millimeters forward. So let's draw the vertical center line. So here we have vertical center line. Through this point we have a vertical center line like this. Okay, so then this line will be made a thick line for the hole, so we have to make this a thick line like this. Okay, then the rest, so from here, so from this point to this point, we also have it to be 15 millimeters. So we have to take that measurement of 15 millimeters. So this is 15 millimeters here. So we also make it a thick line. So make it a thick line. So we draw a vertical line here. Okay, so we have this now. So looking at what we have here, all that we need are already in place. So let me show you what we have. So the solid part that we have here is what the thickness from here to here is what we have here. So the hole as it look on in the sectional view, so that is what we have here. The cutting plane does not touch it. We are going to leave this unhashed. So cutting plane touch this part, which is the solid part. We are going to add this surface. The web is not going to be hashed. As I said that when the cutting plane goes on the web like this, okay, so we leave this surface unhashed, and then so this part from here, this part on this surface, so this will be hashed. So we are going to hash this. So why this surface will not be hashed, that is for this rectangle that the cutting plane does not touch. Okay, so I want to bring out the visible outlines and edges of the object. Then we come and then we hash the surface together. Alright, so the next thing that we have to do is to hash the surfaces. We are going to hash the surface, the solid part. So we hash this surface, and then we also hash this surface. Okay, so this will be left unhashed because it's the web, and this will be left unhashed. The cutting plane does not touch the surface, and also we have to leave this unhashed. The cutting plane does not touch it. It's a hole within the object. So let's do the hatching. So the hatching lines are drawn with 45 degrees set square, equally spaced. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. Okay, okay, so we are not to hash the web, so we leave it unhashed. So I've left it unhashed. So if you mistakenly hash it, you'll be penalized for that. So just keep that in mind. So when the cutting plane goes as outside on the web like that, as we have cutting plane AA on the object, so you leave the web unhashed. Okay, alright, so we're almost done with the hatching. So let's add one more here. Alright, so this is the sectional view. Alright, this is section A. Is as simple as I've done it here. Thank you and God bless you.